back to another episode of Stitchin' Saturday. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the Tunisian puff stitch. Super simple and fun stitch. So we're going to need a multiple of 5 plus 4. So I'm going to chain 24. Today I am using my Wander yarn from Furls in Magenta and my Clover Takumi L 8mm Tunisian crochet hook. And I have a few stitch markers here and I'll tell you why we need them as we go along. So first I'm going to chain 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. And then we're going to work a normal foundation row, which basically just you're working to the back bumps, going in, pulling up a loop into each bump across. So we're going to stick our hook in, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And I'm just going to do that all the way across. All right, and then we're just going to work a normal return pass. So I'm going to chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 all the way across. And then we are going to start the pattern, which is basically you don't work into the first vertical bar here, don't work into that first stitch. Then we're going to do 3 Tunisian simple stitches. You're just going to go into the vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop into the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to work our first puff stitch into this 5th stitch here. So you yarn over, go in as if we're going to do a Tunisian knit stitch. So inserting our hook from the front to the back and yarn over. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over and pull up a loop. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, sorry, we should have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops. And then I'm gonna put a stitch marker here so that I divide up the puff stitches. We're gonna go back in so it's easier to see. Then we're gonna go back in. We are gonna yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull up a loop. And then we're going to do that total of 3 times. So again, we should have 6 loops. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you count. And then we're going to work another 4 simple stitches. So we yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, and we're going to do that 4 times, and then it's time for our next puff stitch. So we are going to go in, we're going to yarn over, go in to the stitch as if we're knitting. So front to back, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. So we do that 3 times. So make sure you have 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's put another stitch marker here. And then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. So we have 6 stitches on each of the puff stitches, on each side of the puff stitch. And then we're going to go in, yarn over, and do simple stitch for 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then again, we are going to work a puff stitch in here again. So yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop. One more time, yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So count the stitches, make sure you have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to attach a stitch marker here. And then we're going to do the same thing into the same stitch. So yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in as if to knit, pull up a loop. And then we are going to work another 4 simple stitches here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to work 1 more puff stitch. So go in, so yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. So we did that 3 times. Then again, we're gonna add a stitch marker. I love my stitch markers from Cornbread and Honey local yarn shop. I'm gonna link to it in the description. And then we're gonna do 3 more into the stitch here. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. So basically we should have 6 loops on either side of the stitch marker. So we're going to count again, 4, 5, 6, and then we are going to do 3 simple stitches and then work into the last stitch as normal. So remember to go under both loops in that last stitch, and then we are going to do our return pass. So chain 1 and then pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and now we are at the puff stitch. So we're going to yarn over and then pull through all of these on the left side of the stitch marker. So we're going to do one side of the puff stitch at a time, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to yarn over, pull through all 6 on this side, and then we are going to chain 1, and then got to remove the stitch marker, and then we are going to pull through all 6 of these of this side, the puff stitch. And then we're going to continue with our normal return pass, which is yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and do that. And then once we have one loop remaining, and then we are coming to the puff stitch, the next puff stitch, we are going to yarn over and pull through all 6 loops plus the previous loop, so a total of 7 loops. And then we are going to chain 1, and then just remove your stitch marker. And then I'm going to pull through all 7 loops here again. So 6 loops of the puff stitch and then plus the previous loop. And then we are going to just continue our normal return pass. Just yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way. And then we're on our second last puff stitch. Again, yarn over, and then you're going to pull through the 6 loops plus the previous loop here. And do that. And then we're going to chain 1 and remove the stitch marker, and then yarn over, pull through all of the puff stitches here, and then yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then when you have 1 loop remaining before your next puff stitch, you're going to yarn over, pull through this loop plus the 6 loops on this side of the puff stitch, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we are going to remove the stitch marker and just yarn over. Alright, and then once we're at the last 4 stitches, we've completed the puff stitches. I'm going to pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then in the next row, we're going to just do simple, simple, simple until the next 3 like we did previously, and then we are going to work our puff stitches into the chain 1 space. So we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and we do that 3 times, and then going to place a stitch marker, and then do yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in as if to knit, yarn over, and oops, I'm going to continue that, and then we are going to complete the exact same row that we did previously, except we're just working our puff stitches into the chain space. Alright, so in the 3rd row, I'm just continuing the puff stitch row, but working into the chain 1 spaces of the previous row, and separating with the 4 simple stitches in between. So just going to continue doing that across. And then we're just going to continue our return pass the same way we did previously. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, until we have 1 loop right before the puff stitch, yarn over, pull through all 6 loops on one side, remove the stitch marker, chain 1, and then yarn over, pull through all 6 on this side. Then we're just going to continue across the same way, and you repeat till you reach your desired length. I hope you liked the tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching.